let's talk about the Ask Her More campaign. So this was trending on Twitter actually really quickly, right before a lot of these nominees were walking down the red carpet. And of course, this hashtag was encouraging the journalists, the correspondents, to ask the female nominees and the female guests more. Not just about what are you wearing. So what did you guys think about the not only the hashtag, but how a lot of the celebrities themselves were trying to make sure that it got incorporated in the interviews? Did you notice that?
Like Kate Blanchett, like when they were panning up her dress, and she was like, "Do you do that to the guys here or what?" She like leaned down and did something.
I do want to say that there is no difference really with what guys are wearing. We wear tuxedos.
Yeah.
Now that said, I think Jared Leto, they would have.
Wait, is it Leto or Leto?
It's Leto.
Thank
guys.
you.
I'm
Yay!
so-
I'm
I
just
like
so
to
happy
apologize.
you mispronounced the name. Hallelujah! Thank the Lord. I'm not the only one. 2 points
for messing up. Thank you. Like they go up and down on those, but when it's just a black tuxedo, I think the focus should be more on like, what the hell are we doing
Exactly.
in the pre-shows? What the hell else are they supposed to talk about?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the red carpet thing in general. I think it's kind of sick and weird. I don't know. It's like the worst part is not the questions that are being asked, because that's pretty terrible, but that's what the red carpet is for. And the celebrities are allowed to not do the red carpet if they don't want to.
But what a perfect go ahead, sorry.
It's a great opportunity to support causes.
Thank you.
And they could be doing that.
Right.
But the sick part is that everybody at home that's watching, they like feed off of the judginess. Like I was at my friend's house and I just assumed we were going to be watching the show because I'd never watched the red carpet thing. And I had to sit there and listen to them talk about the celebrities' faces and how disgusting they look or how good they look. And I was just like, I felt like my brain was melting. I just couldn't believe that people could sit there and just talk about people they've never met and not focus on the fact that these people are so f***ing talented.
I agree. I will say I like the combination of both. Not in the judgy sense that you're suggesting, but I do like to see what dresses they're wearing. I do like to say, oh, wow, she looks beautiful. I love that dress. But then I love, even more than that, what a great opportunity to learn more about your favorite actress. To say, wow, to hear hopefully one of the correspondents say, how did you get here? Especially for some of the newcomers out there, like, where were you a year ago? I was sitting at my house, watching the Oscars with a bunch of my friends, never envisioning that I could be there too. So it's such a missed opportunity for the correspondents. So I love that this hashtag trended. I think it's about time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that is the spirit behind the hashtag, is to expand it to more, and I love the idea. I mean, the other great moments that I cherish, if any, at a red carpet, because they're so terribly awkward, is when I do get like a little moment of humanity.
Yeah.
So mix together the your own humanity with your work for Habitat for Humanity, like all those things. I want to see it, I guess, when you come down the red carpet. But even more, I think we're just progressing to a point where if you want to see what they were wearing, you'll go online the next day and see what you like.
Speaking of which, with the Ask Her More hashtag, a lot of people are criticizing Ryan Seacrest because he brought up Naomi Watts' frittata, because she posted a frittata picture that morning on her Instagram, or was it her brother?
So this is a literal frittata. Okay. I thought this was a sexual euphemism.
No.
Naomi Watts' frittata.
Going shallow, her dress was my favorite dress. I loved her dress.
See,
that
I don't
was
think
a dress.
It's shallow.
Okay, good. I'm glad that you said that, because I actually enjoy looking at their dresses.
I just think that
you want to ask more.
Oh, well, I just think that this is a show about movies, and so the pre-show should be about movies.
Yeah, but I don't think it is.
Fashion is fun too.
Fashion is fine, but it's just like it feels so weird to look at a stranger and say that dress doesn't look good on her. But it's
I don't
she
like
liked
the judginess.
it.
Yeah, I don't like the judginess of it.
She liked it.
I get that.
Who cares?
I get what you're saying. It should be about the movies. It is also about Hollywood glamour. I also agree that this is not a time to tear people down.
Right.
This is a time to, fashion is a valuable part of culture, and let's look at it from the same critical eye we give movies.
Well said. Okay, so let's talk about how a lot of people responded to Ryan Seacrest. So, for example, these are on Twitter. Why are we asking Naomi Watts about frittatas? Hashtag ask her more. There are so many things we want to know about Naomi Watts. Her frittata recipe is not one. So that's the point. And that's why people were reacting negatively to Ryan Seacrest on Twitter, because again, this was a great opportunity to use that hashtag and to discuss it on the red carpet and get more out of these people that we are fascinated by. Naomi Watts being one of them. But at the same time, I feel bad for Ryan Seacrest because that's his brand. I don't think, you know what I mean?
Not just that, but a couple years ago, he tried asking questions about people's lives or charities that they're supporting, and he got shut down. He was like, everybody was like, that's not what we watch the red carpet for. Do more fashion, do more this.
Yeah, because he's on E. You're
so
right.
He's like, I feel bad for him because I mean, it's not his fault. He does what they tell him to do.
It is unfair to focus on the frittata question.
Yeah, I
period,
agree.
'cause that is a 700-hour-long show. And of all the people who do that, Ryan Seacrest is like the pro-iest of the pros.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's so good at what he does. So everybody lay off Ryan Seacrest,
Though
okay?
I will
Yes.
say that this Ask Her More will have a material effect going forward on what the red carpet looks like.
Agreed.
Because if anyone's, super preoccupied with what social media says of them, it's the folks that host the red carpet.